Alright guys, welcome back to another game. Looking at the board, this seems like it's going to be a strong or weak sheep game. I'm debating on if I go with the 11-5-6, then red is going to take the 10-5-9, and then probably the 10-11-9 to get those spots. Question is, what sheep do I get on the way back? I might not get any sheep on the way back, but I know I can get some ore back. Let's go ahead with the 6-3-4 and run with it, or the 6-9-3, and then I'm hoping to get either the 11-5-6, 11-4-5, 4-5-10, or even the 10-5-9 isn't so bad, because I can point right and then build towards the wheat port or the sheep port. I think the move would be to build towards the sheep port and then city. The other spots that we could potentially think about taking are maybe... that's it. If I was red... Okay, so red goes ahead and takes that, which means they're going to take that. Is interesting. They're gonna get on the 6 of sheep, or 6 of wheat. We can go ahead and point. Well, let's go ahead and take this. Question is, do we point left? If we point left, is it worth it for us to get on the 9 of wheat and double that up? Not sure. We're gonna end up losing the race anyway. Might as well go towards the sheep port. And we're on double sheep, double wheat, as I wanted. And with the 8s, yeah, it's going to be a tough battle. I think... Let's go ahead and pop a dev, get a mono. Good. Mono is very helpful. I'll place it on the 11. And just need another 4 or a 5 and we'll city up. The 4-5-10. And actually, one of the things I like to do is, if I get a utility card in the beginning, I kind of like porting it out just to, or buying another dev card to see if I can get another utility card. Decides to city but not settle, which is interesting. Builds another road. Gets a 4. We're going to go ahead and take the settle ourselves as well. So they have a whole bunch of brick. They take our sheep, which I think is what they need. Block the 5. We roll a 9. Big block. Another 9. 10 rolls. I don't want to port just yet. Tough decision. Whoa. Okay. That's new. I like that. Get a victory point. Okay. So we've had 4 ore block, which would have been a city for us. That's fine. Again, that's a lot of brick. Finally, we roll a 4. They are going to city up the 8, 10, 3. Nope. And they go ahead and buy a dev card. Let's keep on buying ourselves. 0 of plenty is not bad. 10 rolls, we're going to go ahead and block their 8 over here. Unfortunate. Get a brick. Big 9. And let's go ahead and block that 6 to stop dev cards. Perfect. So they roll 2 more wheat, probably port that out or buy another dev at this point. Mono is not a good idea. Could be looking towards a road builder as well, which isn't half bad. So now I think what I would like to do is... 2 wood isn't going to be helpful. 5 rolls. And let's take the city over here. and get a dev card, another VP. Not sure if I like VPs. I think I'm gonna roll and get 2 wood and try to get on the sheep port by having 2 wood first and then monoing the brick. Let's go ahead and mono all that brick out. We get 5, which isn't bad. If he goes ahead and monos his bag, that's perfectly fine with me. Blocks that. We'll both end up trading monos, which again is fine. And maybe actually, in hindsight, it would have been better had I not let him mono that. Just so that he would have 7'd out. Now I'm going to go ahead and block that 8. Get a sheep. Big dev card moves. We're going to wait it out. So without a mono, I don't have anything to worry about. Uses a knight, blocks the 9. That's a lot of cards. And we get more knights. 6s are absolutely rolling. So I think the block has to be the 3 at this point to stop the sheep. So they're up 3 cities. They're going to take longest road. We'll hold on to army. Probably block the 3 at this point. We take 2 of their sheep, which is what they need. We're going to move it back onto the 6. Roll a 5. Big 9. Big 5. 2 more dev cards. Road Builder is nice. 7's bad. Losing the brick is bad. But with the Road Builder, I can go for a 3-1 and have 2 settle spots, or I want to come around this way. And I hate to port for a wheat. I'm going to wait for a 7. Hopefully it rolls. They go ahead and buy a dev. 1 more orbit. Another 10. Okay, so let's just go ahead and, whoops. Do it for this. For this. Take the settle. And do that. Get a knight. Big 9 roll, and it pays off immediately. We're going to city up the 9. And then get on the wood port as well. That's another idea. Move that off of us. Block the 6. Get a brick. Big block. Get a dev card, another VP, and go for the... I do like to settle over here on the 5-9, so we'll go over there. They get 3 wheat from us. And, ooh, big 8, big 4. Uses a knight, trying to take back army, which means they have another knight. Ports all of that. We roll a brick. Again, take my ore, but we're able to buy a dev card off of this. So let's... Ooh, hate to see that happen. But we get this. And hopefully it's not a dev card. It's not a dev card, which is good. So this settle, we're going to move it off of us. Nope, that is a dev card. I mean a knight. And that just goes to show you the power of the ports. I mean, having the coordinated 8s was definitely helpful. Maybe that's something I can pay attention in. Having that coordination. Let's go ahead and move it off of us, and that 3 is going to be devastating if it rolls. So they get that knight as well. Oh my god. Well, that's going to be game right there. Let's move on to the next one and see where we're at. Whoops. Looking at the die stats. Die stats are pretty even, I would say. Yep. Alright, on to the next one. Alright guys, in another game, and I picked the 5, 6, 9 spot only because that is the best wheat on the board. And I feel like I could get lucky by taking Okay. I could also go towards the brick port as well as the wood port, so we have a whole lot of outs over there. And the wood port's there, brick port's there, everything's there. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna do this and point towards the top. Actually, do I want to race them? That's the question. I think I do want to race them because getting on that 6 of wheat is going to be critical for all of our games. So we just need a 5 versus a... Well, now we need a 5 versus an 11. Let's see what rolls first. I could alternatively do something crazy and just cut him out of it, which isn't a bad idea. And then having that 6 spot can also allow us to, you know, double up our wheat. So it gets the road builder, which is fine. Is it fine? I don't know. Because now that I think about it, they do have a whole bunch of sheep there. Question is, can we race them to that port? So I'm going to go ahead and buy a dev card. Road builder is good for me. 4 is massive. 11 is massive, so need a 5 and a 3. Okay, need a 5 and a 3 still. Big block. So 5, 3 gets it to us. Perfect. 3 and a 9. That's a lot of brick. They're going for that spot, which is fine. Hopefully they don't have to settle quite yet. Okay. Interesting choice. I will go ahead and buy a dev card, another one, get a knight, completely move it off of us, and block their 8. And to now go ahead and block their 11, because if it does roll, it's bad. Perfect, get another knight. And do I want to hold? I think I want to get on the wheat port. So I'm kind of glad the 10s are going insane right now and not later in the game. They take a break, which is fine. Let's move it off. Do that. 3 is big. And there is a world where we can go ahead and steal the wood port from them. 5. Single 5. Oh. Hate to see that happen. Yep, let's do that. And I know the 5's about to roll. The 11 might also roll, so let's block that. Perfect. So at this point... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that so we can double up our ore as well and take away their settled spot. And because we're on the 8 and the 9, the brick port now is right there for us. 4 is massive, so we're going to go ahead and take a city. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a city on the 8, 3, 4. And then we're positioning ourselves to have 5. Perfect. So we're going to have, well, dev card or city. Let's go ahead and take a settle. And I'm going to hold on to my road materials because I want to preserve them for a city. Perfect, 7 out. We're getting saved by the die stats. This, I think, is a good example of a game where you're too focused on having road materials and you end up not having a strong wheat or sheep setup. I think they finally have enough to settle now, but question is, are they going to settle? I think they should, but let's see what they do. And our road network is complete chaos. Yeah, majorly chaos. Block the 4, I'll block their 8. Get a wood, which is nice. And probably get on the 10-5. Let's So that is blocked. Let's go ahead and block that 10 because it's been rolling a lot. I guess probably not anymore now. So we're on the brick port, we're on the wood port. I agree. But also, like, the setup was in my favor anyway. Ports all of that for sheep. 8's big. Gonna wait one more turn. And now we have the settle that we need. If I port this for a wood, port this for a sheep, then I have not enough for a settle. Okay, good to know. I forgot I need to city up. Dang. That was a massive block. Let's go ahead and block that 8. Get an ore. Get a 6. Not going to be helpful. They move it off of us. Block the 6. Okay. 11's massive, so I need... And that right there is a city for me. So 2, 2, 2. No. Just these two give me that. City will be on this spot over here. 4's big. 4's huge. Get a knight. 11's big. Move that off of us. And block that 8. And take another city on the 3, 6, 11. And is there a world where we can sneak road right now? Nope, because they resigned. And that makes sense. I would resign too. The 8s did not roll at all, which I don't think would have saved them per se, but definitely a skewed die stats game for sure. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, I absolutely don't know what I'm doing on this board. I got second pick. I went with 8, 10, 5, and then the 5, 10, 4 in the hopes of building towards the wheat port. But that's the only thing I know how to do, and utilize the ports to buy dev cards. And that is the predicament we are in. Now, if I were green, I think that tough spot for sure. Don't know where you would go. You definitely need a lot of sheep. Probably the 843 isn't a bad idea. So they decided to take that spot, which is interesting. It's not the end of the world for me, only because that 843 is still good enough for me, and having all that sheep spot would be great. Another 5 and we'll go ahead and settle. Perfect, so let's go ahead and do that and take the settle. And they're gonna keep popping. I don't know if I have a counter for that, quite honestly. Play a knight, block the 5, which is interesting. I think that's what I may have to do as well, is 1, 2, 3, 4 for that. That's insane. That's game losing right there. So they're on double sheep, double everything. Let's go ahead and do that and do that. I'm confident that once we're on the sheep port, we'll do great. And if he's going to spend his time popping right now, then that's also fine. Get a knight ourselves. We're not going to play it just yet. He cities up. I'm going to move it off of us. Block the 6. Get a sheep from him. Block. Get a 9. Get a wheat. He's going to move it off. Takes largest army. Gets a 9. Gets a 6. Another 9. Wow. Can we beat the setup? I think we can. Just gotta hope. Big block on the 5. Big block on the 8. Mono's the wheat, which is fine. Ports all of that for an ore. That's not efficient at all. Continues buying dev cards. I'm going to port it out for a brick. And all I need is an 8, 10. 8 or 10. Perfect. go ahead and do that. And I think we can start cooking at this point. Big 5 block. Fine by me. Whoops. Another. Insane. Takes my 1 wood. We're gonna go ahead and move it off. Take it back and use it up. Ten's big. I'm gonna wait out. Well, let's go over here. And again, would be nice to get 4s now. Perfect. Big 8. Let's do that. Get another road builder's bad. But we can take road. And yeah. Keep playing. Actually, shoot. I just realized something. Let's go to the wheat port by doing this, and that. I still feel like we can counter it. The 6s. Killer. Definitely need 7s to stay on. That 4 block does nothing. Could I have cut it? No, because they would have just built on the 6. Takes the only ore. Let's block it off. Let's hope for them losing all of their knights sooner rather than later. 4. Big. Let's do that. Buy knights ourselves. Big 10. Gear of plenty for a settle. I think the block still has to be the... Oof. Ooh, I hate that. I messed up. Actually, no I didn't, because I got 2 brick from that. 4's big. 8's big. Let's go ahead and get a victory point. Another 7. Still just taking... Mono's big. 5 ore, don't spend it. So they have 5, 3, 2 ore. Two remaining ore. Let's go ahead and spend it ourselves. Get another victory point. It's actually good that we're getting all the victory points. Let's go ahead and yank that out. You hate to see that happen, and I'm absolutely going to spend it doing that. So now you have nothing left. Continues blocking the 8. That's fine. Massive 8 block. Let's... I mean, that's a lot of sheep, but... Let me go ahead and just get another dev card out. Another VP's out. So they're only at 9. Interesting. And they only have 9. So 1 VP, 1 mono. Perfect. We can make use of this information. Year of plenty for a city. On the 9-10, I presume. Oof. What is going on? So they have 2 ore. And suddenly that I think is going to be good for us because they're going to keep running out of things to do with the ore. Block has to be the 10. Get a sheep of our own. Moves it off of us. Takes 1. Oh, another 7. Take the sheep. Perfect. Takes the sheep. We get an 8. Plays another aggressive knight. Takes the wheat, which is fine. We roll a 5. For another wood. Settles. Perfect. So they're at 11. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we do anything? Not yet. Let's just go ahead and bring ourselves under like that. 9, 2 sheep, 2 wheat. We're gonna go ahead and port this out for 2 ores and wait. Okay. He is gonna city up. Okay. Now I need a 6. 10 isn't bad. Let's city this up. He can't do much, which is good. So we're at 12. We can be at 13, 14. I have to use this on the ore. Ports all of that for a single road. I am going to come over here and cut off his settled spot for sure. So actually I need he has a knight, of course. Let's go ahead and rip all of that out and port that out for a wheat. Big 4. Perfect. So let's go ahead and take a city over here. And again, he doesn't have a road builder. I'm going to port this out for... Does he have a road builder? No, we used a road builder, didn't we? Tough. Let's go ahead and port this out for don't know. Let's go ahead and put our road this way. 7. Okay. He doesn't roll a 7. Can I? I can. Take this settled spot away from him. And then one more settle and we win. What a game! What a game. I mean, I think we can win. Yeah, we're at 12. He needs to build 3 more settled spots. That's not going to happen. Yeah, he's at 13. Still not going to happen. And we just need 1 more spot to win. 3 is huge. Or a city to win, even. So... Can he take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? He can't take road. So that's fine for us as well. Yep, he's not even going to bother. Perfect. And 1 more. You're kidding. You're absolutely kidding. You're absolutely kidding. So 8 is winning. You're kidding. Man, this really sucks. We came so far, and if we lose this game, after coming so far, that's gonna hurt. That is absolutely gonna hurt. Ugh. Perfect. Finally, the win that we deserve. This, I think, is one of the best games I have played, period. Might have to make this its own video, but this was insane. Clearly an Orby cheap game, and yeah, wow. Not a long video, but as you can see, I produced a lot, but we made use of it. I mean, we did the best we could. Ultimately, the ports came in clutch. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed that one. Give it a like, subscribe. Helps the channel grow. I'll see you guys next time.